the weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Heineke. Man open is Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And now the rookie's free. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Heineke. His throw incomplete. The Falcons at 8-2 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 4. From the gun, Heineke. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Bryan Bresee able to record his 5th sack of the season. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
First down, here's Haener. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD. And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they'll to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
2nd down and 3. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play action. Here's Haener to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally too as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Off the play fake, Haener. This to Graham on the short pass. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Haener here from the gun. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll go for it. Here's Haener. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And the play fake, and now Heineke. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Heineke to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Falcons are able to widen their advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A good pickup there, a 22.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Olave over the middle. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, it's Haener. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Lorenzo Carter gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Heineke now on 2nd down. He's got a man complete. Quick move by Miller. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Gets around him, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. First down, Heineke. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll pitch it to Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Heineke. Flushed out right. Checks this one down to Robinson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Field goal on 23-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll get this out to Kamara. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Haener looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On play action, Heineke. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Heineke from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, here's Haener. And that one too wide and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Haener from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little room.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 121 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 7. Heineke now from the 50. That is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now Heineke. That one deep for London. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 12. Throwing, Haener. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Haener sets to throw it. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They run play action with Haener. The pass caught by Olave. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Haener. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. Haener looking to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Haener. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The score, Falcons 13, Saints 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Coming left is Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, here's Haener. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Haener here to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw is Haener, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Robinson up the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Haener to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 17 yards out. And the Saints are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Heineke. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Robinson toss play left side. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
Robinson with another carry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll run with Patterson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Koo to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Flush to his right. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Painter here from the gun. And this one taken in by Olave. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 5. At the Falcons' 43-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The offense on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Off to the races. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here's 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here's Haener looking to throw it. That is caught, and he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The throw over the middle, taken in. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
The York on now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Falcons 30, Saints 20.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to do... And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays, that will be the key to this drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Now a 2nd and 10. the play fake. Haener. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. No gain on the play there. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On third down, Heineke. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35. Well, following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here now, second and goal. Throwing, Haener. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Let's one go downfield for Pierce. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Falcons, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.